What was one of the experiences you had with an entrepreneur, or just call it a company, it doesn't have to be a person, that in your eyes was dead ringer going to be successful and was not at all?
It was not at all.
Yeah, well, give us one. Is there an example you can think of?
Oh, they're absolutely. Yeah,
it's like you knew in your heart this is easy. This is done.
And and there's actually a couple of instances of that. And there's one property that they all have in common. Many of them have in common, and that property is timing. Is being too early or too late. So I had a colleague, I was an investor in a company where we had this business model right when feature phones were first coming out. And the idea was they had negotiated contracts with taxi providers around the country. And the idea was on a feature phone you could special codes on the feature phones to the carriers to allow a taxi to show up at your door. And I remember I was in Tacoma when I got the text message from the CEO, and he forwarded to me the press release on Uber raising $400 million 13 years after he had pioneered that business model and concept. He says, "Rats, 13 years too early." and so the number of times where it's typically been too early rather than too late is extraordinary. Too late, it's about competing. Too early, it's about creating a market. And so the role of timing is something that I really respect an amazing amount today, because you can't be too early, you can't be too late. You've got to be at the right place at the right time to be able to deliver a product, because the product actually needs to be bought. You can't be in an incessant mode of selling your product. If you are, then you're doing things unnaturally.